Welcome to My Asshole Podcast. Let's get into it. All right. After our thread, we have a huge announcement. But first off, let's get into our thread. What is the worst thing to say on a first date? We've done variations of these kind of threads before, but I mean, they just keep getting juicier. All right. So what is the worst thing to say on a first date? Does anyone know you're here? Yo, what the fuck? What? Imagine if you get there on a date and they're just like, hey, does anybody know that you're here? You know, like they don't want to go out with you or they don't want to be seen out with you. Like, what the fuck? It's kind of weird. It's like, why are you out on a date with them anyway if you don't want to be seen out with them? But okay, hey. Phew. You're lucky I'm into personality over looks. Yo. That's fucked up. Oh, imagine like you've been chatting up a thing, you know, whatever. And then she finally sees you in person and she's just like, ooh, good thing I'm into personality over looks. Oh, I'd have been like, what? Yo, why am I on a date with you? What the fuck is going on? Oh, I'd be mad. I'd be so mad. How far from a school zone do you live?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Huh? Has she gone out on dates with some pedophiles or something? Like, what's going on here? What the heck? How far from a school zone do you live? What in the hell? Okay. I only agreed to go on this date because you look like my sister. What? No. I bet you she sat there and was just like,
What did he say?
I look like your sister? Huh? That's a little, Will you marry me?
Bruh.
Come on, man. Oh my God, dude. Said to me by a guy on a first date, I can't wait for you to meet my dolls.
Bruh.
What? What in the heck? I can't wait for you to meet my dolls. Yo, that's a little crazy. She would look at him like, bro, you're a killer. What the hell? I had to get permission from my mom to come here tonight. Yo.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
What? Like, you're a grown ass person talking about I had to get permission from my mom to come here tonight. What? Oh my God. Oh, the comments are crazy. Then they proceed to order from the kids menu. Yo. What the fuck? Oh my God. All right. You know, you can make money at home and be your own boss. What? So is that a thing where it's just like they don't like, you know, your job, and so then they're just like, hey, you know that you can make some money, you know, working at home, right? Like, you could be your own boss. I could see a girl fucking saying some dumb shit like that. You smell like my ex.
Bruh.
Oh my God. What the fuck? Why would you say something like that? You know what I mean? Why? Oh my. Okay. Anything that comes out of my mouth, apparently. Okay. All right. My parents are hanging out at the bar around the corner if you want to go meet up with them after dinner. True story. Yo, what? Huh? Why would you tell your date some shit like that? Yo, my parents are like at the bar around the corner. Do you want to go meet them? Like, bro, we're on a first date. Y'all motherfuckers just want to be single forever. I swear to God. Oh, this dude. Excellent. Such excellent breeding hips you have.
Bruh.
Oh my God. Why? Why would you even say that to a girl? She would hear something like that, be like, ick, ick. And then she goes and tells her friends, oh, hey, how was the date? Oh, he told me that I have excellent breeding hips. They would just be like,
What?
Huh? Who the fuck? Who says that? Like, bro, I bet you they were berating the shit out of you. They were laughing at you like crazy. On a first date, I said, this was really great practice. Thank you so much. Yo, didn't realize my blunder until laying in bed that night. Oh, bro. He literally had an epiphany in the bed and was just like, oh, shit. She probably didn't take it the way I meant it. Oh, my God, bro. You guys are crazy. Ah, yes, you'll do just fine.
Stop the cap.
What the fuck, bro? Get out of here with that shit. Oh my God. He said, ah, yes, you'll do just fine. Imagine, ladies, going on a date with this guy and he sits there and says, ah, yes, you'll do just fine. Like, what? What would be going through your heads? I'd love to know. How much money do you make? God damn it, man. You know, that happens a lot more than a lot of guys would like to actually admit. Sadly, it happens a lot. I think I'm in love with you.
Stop it. Get some help.
You don't need to be dating, bro. God damn. On a first date, over here talking about, I think I'm in love with you. Like, what? No. We don't have to use protection. I'm already pregnant. What? No. Guys, if a girl said something like that to you, what would you say? You know, like, you had an amazing date. You guys went out. You had a good time. You guys were chilling, doing your thing. You know, it was all Gucci snakes. Then all of a sudden, she says to you, oh, don't worry about it. We don't have to use protection. And you're like, oh, gang, say less. And she's just like, I'm already pregnant. Like, huh? Would you still smash? I ain't gonna lie to you. I probably would. And I would probably never call her back again. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would smash, but I wouldn't call her back again because I'm horrible, I know. But still, because I'm like, man, I already got to the finish line. Like, how am I gonna get to the finish line? And then you gonna throw this crazy ass monkey wrench at me? Like, what are we doing here? You know, like, you expecting me to take care of that baby or something? Like, what's going on? Like, nah. Recently had a guy 2 hours in tell me I was his soulmate. His mom had been ill and he was taking care of her. Then he says, meeting you was my karmic payback for having to take care of my mom the past few years. Now I can focus on you. Also told me he would pay my rent and that I could move in with him. Dude, I don't even know your last name. Chill. It scared the absolute bejesus out of me.
Bruh.
Look, man, I mean, I get it. Being in love is awesome and it's wonderful and all that good stuff. But, yeah, man, that's a little much. You know what I mean? That's a little much, my guy. You don't need to go that far into, you know what I mean? Like, that's just much. That's just a little too much. I don't think you got to go that deep far into it, you know? Like, you could just enjoy the date, get to know her a little bit, maybe, you know, date her for a 6 months to a year, maybe, and then try all that craziness, because that's just too much up front. You know, for a girl, that's just too much up front. She's just going to be like, whoa, hold up. You know, chill out, man. I don't even know you like that. My God, you kiss better than my grandmother. Oh, my God.
Stop it. Get some help.
This is ridiculous, man. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? You kiss better than my grandmother? Bro. Hold up. What in the fuck is going on here, man? Ah. My mom was worried you might be a serial killer. I wasn't worried. What's the chance? What's the chance two of us on the same date, right? Okay. She's over here just like, oh, what's the odds? You know what I mean? We're both serial killers. We'd kill each other. Like, okay. All right. Not sure, but in the past I went on quite a few dates. The most of them were quite pleasant and friendly. Even if there was no spark, it didn't lead to anything, but the one time I was totally put off was when she asked me what my star sign is. I told her, even though I don't personally believe in that stuff, and then she proceeds to tell me how people of my sign are bad people because of X, Y, and Z. What made it all the more jarring was that the conversation was quite pleasant, I think, up until that point. But once she heard that my sign is, or what my sign is, she very much turned against me. So I don't know if that's the worst thing one could say on a first date, but I definitely think it kind of felt shitty to experience. I mean, look, man, if I'm being honest with you, when it comes to the whole star sign shit, I would just play the game and then I'd be done with that chick. I'd never call her again. That's just the simplest form of it. It's just like, oh, you're a Sagittarius? Me too. Oh, yeah, that's totally dope, man. You know, and then... because that just makes the conversation very awkward. Like, ladies, guys are not into star signs. And if they're into star signs, odds are, you know, they like men. Let's be honest here. Because you just don't hear dudes walking around talking about, oh, bro, you know, you're such a piece of shit. You're probably a Gemini. Oh, you're an asshole. You're probably a Leo or something. You know what I mean? Like, guys don't walk around saying that kind of shit. They just don't. You know, so it's like, ladies, please just keep that to yourself. We don't need it. We don't care for it. As guys, if a girl brings that shit up, man, just pretend till the wheels fall off and get through that date as quickly as possible, and then you're done with that girl. That girl is crazy. Oh my goodness. My ex had bigger breasts, bruh. Come on, man. What are we doing here? Come on. What do you guys... You guys think this is okay? You know what I mean? You think this is okay to say? Like, guys, come on. Man, what are we doing here? Like,
Bruh.
I'm not technically divorced, though, because I can't find my wife in order to divorce her. She was my mail order bride from Slovakia, and I brought her here so she could get a green card, and then she took off.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Imagine hearing that on a first date, ladies. Imagine a guy... you're just like, oh, you know, you're curious and you just want to know, like, oh, you know, how have your past relationships gone? And he says to you, oh, well, you know, I was married before. Technically, I'm not divorced right now. You know, she was a mail order bride from Slovakia. I brought her here so she can get a green card. And when she got her green card, she dipped on me. Imagine if a guy told you that. That girl would just be like,
What did he say?
and just, I feel like a girl would just walk out the building after that point. She'd be like, nope, I'm done. This is why I'm single. Guys are fucking terrible. Like, bro, like, imagine hearing that. Like, that would be ridiculous. Now, some girls would probably look at that and be like, wow, dude is kind of crazy. And that's, you know, an interesting story. But I really, genuinely don't think a girl would actually date and take a guy serious after hearing something like that. I just don't think they would. They would sit there and look at that guy like, what in the hell is wrong with you? You know, I'm just saying, I could be wrong. Ladies, you let me know. Like, if a guy sat down and said that to you, what in the hell would you say to that guy? Because I feel like you'd be sitting there and being just like, nah, I'm good on this dude. Because that's a little crazy. My ex was so much more fun.
Bruh.
Y'all just say anything on a date. God damn, bro. God damn. Ay, ay, ay. Like, y'all just purposely sabotaging yourself on these dates. It's crazy. Don't worry, we don't need a condom. It's non-transmittable. Oh, bro. The coochie is dry and out of the building. What? He said we don't need a condom. It's non-transmittable. Bruh. That's disgusting. That is disgusting. He said, nah, it's all good. You know, the fucking pus coming out of my penis, it's not transmittable. Oh, I could just imagine some dumb shit said that, and the girl is just like,
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
No. Oh my God, bro. I swear to God, if a homegirl of mine said some, like, if I asked her, how'd the date go with homeboy? And she was like, it went so amazing. Like, I was so about to have sex with him. And I was like, what happened? Why didn't you? And she's over here like, oh, he said that the pus coming out of his penis is all good. We don't need a condom. It's non-transmittable. I'd have been like,
What did he say?
There's no way. There's no way a grown-ass man said some shit like that. Yo, y'all is wildin'. Oh, my God. Glad we matched on Ancestry.com. Yo. What the fuck? Are you guys, like, distant relatives or something? Like, how the hell do you get matched on Ancestry.com? So did he take like the Ancestry.com test, then find her on Ancestry.com, get in contact with her and be like, yo, start liking her, going on a date with her when you guys are like technically somehow related through ancestors? That's kind of weird. What if ladies, what if a guy asked you out on a date, and then he would, at the end of that date, he was just like, man, this date was so much fun. I am so glad that I found you from Ancestry.com. Like, what would be your response to something like that? Because I feel like she would just be like, what? You found me where? You found me how? Like, what do you mean? Ancestry.com. I took the test online, and then I found you were in my family tree, and so then I got your contact info, and that's how we met. Like, you didn't know that? And she's just like,
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
No, I didn't know that's how we met. So you're saying we're like technically family members? Like, no, we're not like blood or nothing. I mean, maybe, but like, bro, that would be crazy. That would be some of the craziest shit ever, man. Oh my God. Let's see. I got set up with a girl. When I picked her up, I said, I know it's cliche, but tell me about yourself. First thing out of her mouth, my dad is gay and left my mom when when we were 5. That was the high point of the date. Okay. All right. I mean, she must be at a point in her life where she's okay to talk about it, because that's a little crazy, you know, like you've known your dad to kind of be, you know, heterosexual with your mom, and then all of a sudden he's just like, I'm gay now, you know, and you're just like, what? Huh? And, you know, and then your mom has to like navigate explaining that to you, like, yeah, dad likes penis, you know. You know, daddy wants to be mommy now. Like, yo. oh, and then in this little girl's mind, she's just like, yeah,
What?
like, what is going on here? Is this normal? You know, like, oh, good luck. You look very different while you're sleeping. This is on a date, mind you. The thread is, what is the worst thing to say when you're on a date? So imagine if you're on a date with a dude and he's just like, wow, you look very different when you're sleeping. Like, what would you say to something like that? Like, what the fuck? I would have just been like, what? You've seen me sleeping before? How the hell have you seen me sleeping before? Like y'all niggas are creeps, bro. Alright. Oh, that's fucked up. My next victim. Bruh. Who says that on a date? Come on, man. Like,
Bruh.
Come on. Okay, I'll pay for dinner, but I expect that you'll put out. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Whoa. Oh, come on, bro. He said, all right, bitch, what that pussy tastes like. Come on, man. Oh, my God. He captioned it as some douchebag. Ladies, has that ever happened to you? Has it ever been a thing where it's just like a dude is just that brazen and he's just like, yo, all right, well, you gonna let me eat your pussy tonight? You know, just some crazy shit like that. Like, has a dude ever done that shit to you on a date? Like, just some brazen ass shit, and you're like taken aback by it, like, yo,
What?
What the fuck? Oh, you look fatter in person. Oh, that's messed up. Come on, man. You can't say that. Keep it to yourself. Damn. Wow, you have a flat butt. Good thing you're not that ugly, at least. Come on, man. You guys are getting bad with this one. You guys are getting bad on this one. This nigga said Hitler wasn't wrong, you know. Oh my God. Okay. All right. The trebuchet is not the best way to launch a 90-kilogram object 300 meters away, or maybe what's long, hard, full of cum, and makes all the ladies scream, wink, wink, the socks under my bed. Okay. All right. Nigga's just weird. My therapist says I need to move out of my comfort zone and meet new people. I think it's because she's worried if I die in my home, no one will find me before my cats eat me. Oh, wow. Damn, girl, that's a little scary. Girl.
Stop it. Get some help.
Please, because goddamn. You remind me of my wife. Yo. If a guy went out on a date and said, man, you remind me a lot of my wife, like, you would stop and be like,
What did he say?
huh? What? Especially if, like, it's been like an hour, 2 hours into the day, you guys are having a good time. You're like, man, this guy is just everything I want him to be. I can really see a relationship. And he's just like, wow, man, you remind me a lot of my wife. And you're just like, huh? Wait, what? No, say it ain't so. Like, her life would just crumble. Oh, man. Oh, Jesus. Okay, will you marry me, especially if you make the regular proposal spectacle? All right. Yes.
Bruh.
No. Come on, man. This nigga said, does this smell like chloroform to you? Come on, man. Oh, my God. All right. You guys are just jokes at this point. This is going to be our last one. I know everything about women. I knew a girl in high school. Her mother was a courtesan in the old country. She taught her daughter everything there was to know about pleasing a man and how to be a good lover. The girl also told me, and now I'm an expert on women. Also, you should really start intermittent fasting. Bruh, come on.
Bruh.
Like, nigga, what? Does a girl really want to hear that on a date? No, she doesn't. So what made you think that you could say that and it's just going to go over well? Like, oh, God damn. Bro, you're an L. You're an L. She sat there and was just like, what? No, ick, ugh. You know what I mean? Like, man, you guys are L's, bro. You guys are fucking L's, man. Like, guys out there.
Stop it. Get some help.
Because the shit y'all say on dates are ridiculous. I mean ridiculous. That was probably some of the over the top shit I've ever heard people say on dates. Like, does this stuff work? You know, has it worked in the past? Did you get it from a buddy? You know, like, what is going through you guys' head to where you're just like, you know what? Oh, man, telling a girl she reminds me of my wife, yeah, that's going to be a great thing to say. Like, bro, what the fuck? Saying to a girl, yo, what that pussy do? Like, guys, what are we doing out here? What are we doing out here? Because you guys are crazy as fuck, man. I ain't gonna lie. Jesus Christ. All right, that's going to be that thread, man. I hope you guys enjoyed that juicy thread. That thread was ridiculous. It was funny as hell. But we're going to get on to the announcements before we get into the scenarios. Patreon.com/Am I the Asshole podcast. If you'd like to get your scenarios onto the show, $3 a month, as well as an exclusive episode every single Friday. Get on there, man. Support the show. I appreciate you guys. On audio listeners, if you are on audio, go ahead and click that support the show link. If you're anywhere else, go ahead and click on the link tree and that'll take you right to it. Thank you guys so much for all the support, man. We have been killing it on TikTok. We've been killing it in the downloads, man. I love seeing the numbers go up. I love seeing the support. You guys have been loving the Haunting Adeline episodes. So thank you guys so much for all the support on the Haunting Adeline episodes, man. You guys are loving those episodes. Those Thursday episodes have been getting juicy for you guys. And I'm glad that you guys come back every single week for every 2 chapters, man. On this upcoming Thursday, we're going to do chapters 10 and 11. So hopefully you guys are going to be there. On February 11th is going to be Am I the Asshole's 100th episode, baby. 100 episodes. All right. That is mind-boggling to me. That is absolutely mind-boggling to me. It is crazy. I never thought we were going to get to 100 episodes. And then, you know, I was going through and I was just like, yo, we're about to be on episode 100. Like, dude, that is crazy talk. So thank you guys so much for being a part of this journey, for watching, listening, supporting, all of that stuff. Thank you guys so much, man. 100 episodes is going to mean a lot. So on our 100th episode, what we're going to do is I'm going to do a 2-hour-long special. I might have a guest. I might not. I don't know. I'm trying to get Alex back on the show for you guys. When we did our sponsored episode for Daegaeon, you know, when we did the Korean and Japanese candy and stuff, you guys loved him on the show. You thought he was funny and so on and so forth. So I might try to get him back on the show. And we're going to do 2 threads, and then we're going to be doing 2 episodes worth of scenarios. So it's going to be a long episode. It's going to be a funny episode. It's going to be fun. Like I said, I might have a guest. I might not. We'll see. We'll figure it out. I'll let you guys know if we do or not or whatever. You guys will see. I don't know. But yeah, man, episode 100 is going to be lit. We're going to go ahead and do a 2-hour-long special for you guys. But again, thank you guys for all the support, man. Keep supporting the show. If you guys are on listening platforms, keep rating the show. 5 stars is preferable, but hey, if you're going to rate it, go ahead and rate it honest. I as long as you guys are rating the podcast, it does help. So thank you guys so much for all that support. TikTok and Instagram for, you know, the clips of the shows. You guys get the bite-sized pieces and the best parts of the show. I always edit it to the best scenarios and the best crazy moments and stuff like that, so you guys get the best on TikTok. And yeah, man, that's gonna do it for the announcements. Let's get into our scenarios for today's show. Our first scenario is, am I the asshole for divorcing my wife because I want someone better? Oh shit. Okay. My wife and I are married for 6 years now. We have a daughter together. Our marriage became bad after our daughter was born. A big point of contention was surname for our daughter. I wanted mine. She wanted hers. We compromised on hers after a lot of bickering on her surname. I conceded to the argument that she was carrying the baby, so she deserves the honor. What? What kind of BS is that? And I was okay with it. It made sense, but it always sat in some unreachable corner of my mind. Now I know why. For 3 years, she gave all her love to our daughter. It was like I wasn't even in her radar. I was kept at a distance when I communicated. I was accused of being jealous of my daughter. Some part of me knew that I was, and I felt ashamed. Soon it became the new normal. I was lonely, and I learned to be okay with it. My boss invited me to his house for dinner. He was a great man, very supportive. His wife was very affectionate towards him, while mine was distant and naggy. I saw their relationship, and I compared it to mine, and I came to a realization that my wife is not into me. Maybe she never was. Now she has someone she actually loves, my daughter, so she doesn't need me for companionship. I am just an annoyance. It was not a sad realization. I was freeing. I want what my boss has, a woman who loves me. That's not my wife. That surname bit came to mind. My boss's wife was proud to take his last name, to give her child his last name. Mine doesn't feel that pride. See, that's what I was saying. That's why it took me aback. I'm like, wait a minute. You got married to this man because you loved and cherished him and you wanted his last name. And then when you guys have a daughter, you don't want to give your daughter your husband's last name? So why did you take his last name then? What was the point of that? Or is she a hyphenate bitch? Because if she's a hyphenate bitch, oh, bro, you shouldn't have married her in the first place. I'm not going to marry a woman that wants to hyphenate her last name. I'd be like, oh, you want to hyphenate your last name? Cool. We are not getting married. Fuck that. Are you kidding me? No. Marriage is a union under the man's last name. That is the way it is. That's the way it's always been, and that's the way it's going to continue to be. This whole hyphenate bullshit is kind of crazy. I ain't going to lie to you, I would never. Now, in some cultures, is that normal? Sure, you could argue that. But let's keep it hundo P here. Majority of people who are getting married, they are under the man's last name because the woman is chasing the man's last name. It's like, that's how that goes. And then it kind of looks to me like, if you don't want my last name, you're not really into me like that. You know, you don't really love me like that because you're not actively chasing my last name. You just want the title of wife and, you know, the party of the marriage and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? It just doesn't seem like you're really into me. I get it. I'm kind of with homeboy. I don't know. I told my wife that I want a divorce. I gave her my reason. I talked about my feelings, and she was angry and annoyed. Told me that we have family together and I should just grow up. That up and downs are part of a marriage. She said she will try to be better from then on. She tried to give me shit about what I said about surnames, called it chauvinistic. I decided not to argue back. I started the process of divorce and she was served 2 days ago. She was shocked. I have never seen her like that. It was like she couldn't even believe that I was actually divorcing her. In her defense, it all happened in a 3-week span. She is now trying to make me stop divorcing. She said she will take my name and give our daughter my name if that's what I want. She still doesn't get it. Surnames were just symptoms of the bigger problems. She just does not love me enough. I want someone who does. She wants therapy, but I don't see how that will help us in any way. She said our problems can be fixed and not to gamble my life and our daughter's life like that. There is no guarantees. She is not wrong. I am playing a huge gamble with my life, but I do not want a woman who can't, hold on. But I do want a woman who can love me like the wife of my boss loves him. Damn, that's crazy. She didn't like straighten up until you were like, oh, I'm gonna divorce you. Like, that's crazy that it has to take a divorce in order for her to be like, oh, no, don't leave me. Like, we have family. I'll take your last name and all that. Like, bro, too late. You should have did this in the beginning. If you really loved me and wanted to be with me and all this kind of stuff, you should have did this stuff in the beginning and really been listening to what I have to say, because that's her problem. She wasn't really listening to what her guy was saying. She only cared about what she wanted and how she was feeling. And the fact that he agreed to the whole surname thing and that he didn't stay firm on it and being like, no, we are not going to do this. I'm not asking you, you know what I mean, that if my daughter's going to have my last name, I'm telling you she's going to have my last name. Like, with a girl like this, you got to put your foot down. And the divorce and the way she acted, getting, you telling her about the divorce thing, with her straightening up and acting like that just goes to show that you really needed to put your foot down and kind of not ask her these things, but tell her what it is. Like, no. This is what it is. This is what we're doing. You know what I mean? Because I think that kind of puts you now in a leverage position where it makes her feel like, oh shit, my man is a man, he's gonna fucking smack me around or something, and I think that's what it was. You were just too soft with her. Yeah, and then she couldn't take you serious. She's just like, oh man, I could push this guy around and he's just going to agree to whatever I have to say, because he's going to sit there and fight with me and all that kind of stuff. No, dude, you just tell her what it is. Like, no, she's going to have my last name. That is what it is. And there's nothing to talk about. Like, fuck out of here. Same thing with the whole marriage thing. If she didn't want my last name, I'd have been like, then there is no marriage. We ain't getting married then. Like, you kind of got to put your foot down sometimes with women, because if you let them get their way too much and they're walking all over you, they're not going to respect you. They're going to sit there and just be like, fuck this nigga. Because I can guarantee your boss don't take that shit from his wife. And that's why his wife loves him like that. Because his wife knows, like, dude, he puts his foot down and what he says goes. He doesn't sit there and asks me. No, he tells me. He's like, babe, we are going to do this. I'm not asking you if you want to do this. We're going to do this. Women love that shit, especially from the guy that they love, respect, and admire, like their guy. They're like, oh, yes, tell me what to do, please. Lead me through this crazy world we're living in this crazy game of life. Like, women love that shit. They love when their man can put their fucking foot down and say, no, we're gonna do this. This is what we're gonna do. This is how shit's gonna happen. Because for the woman, they look at it like, God damn, my man is a man. Then two, they look at it like, shit, the decision's like all on him. I don't have to, worry about it. I'm just going to follow him through, and that is what it is. Just takes all the pressure off of her. Now, I get it. She made the whole, but I carry the baby for 6 months or for 8 months, blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, okay, so what? We're a family. We're a unified family under one last name. Mine, not yours. Yours is gone the moment we get married. That's how this shit works, And like I said, for me, I'd be like, dude, if you don't want my last name, you obviously don't love me that much. So deuces, I'm good. I'm not going to marry you, because it's like, no, that's what marriage is. And like I said, you can argue the whole hyphenate bullshit for other cultures and shit like that. But for the majority of people in the United States, so on and so forth, it is the norm. That is, how marriages are built. They are unified under one last name, and it's typically the man's last name, because women are chasing the man's last name. It's just the way it is. So I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about that one in the comments. But yeah, I'm like, that's crazy, bro. You should have been putting your foot down earlier with her. And if you'd have been putting your foot down earlier with her, she wouldn't have been acting like that. I'm just being honest. All right. Girlfriend says it didn't go any further.
Stop the cap.
Yeah, she probably fucked somebody. All right. Let's see. She booked an Airbnb to hang out with a friend. I trusted her judge and character in friend and that nothing would happen. First night, wait a minute. Is this a guy friend? Huh? Well, we'll see. We'll see. Because, she was like, or he said, I trusted her judge and character in the friend and that nothing would happen. So I feel like this is a guy friend. First night, I got no response to a goodnight text. Apologies sent the next morning saying, hey, they were up late watching movies and didn't see my text. Okay, second day, kept in touch, nothing weird. Third day, she returns and is acting strange. I press and she reveals he made a move and tried to kiss her. It is a guy friend. I knew it. Why are you letting your girl go out on a trip with her guy friend? Oh my God, bro. Damn, bro. She
belongs to the streets.
God damn it. She said she declined. Later on, I say, I don't believe that's all that happened. After a long pause, she says he offered a massage, which she accepted. And the kiss was attempted after. She claims she thought it was an innocent exchange of energy.
Stop the cap.
Oh my, and that it wouldn't turn sexual. This happened on the first night. Oh, when they were watching movies. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Didn't text me back saying goodnight after her friend made a move. Continued to spend the next day and said friend and grabbed lunch and spent the night again. Then returned home the third day without any notice. As I typed it out, I believed her less and less. She's been extra sexually pleasing and generally kind of bubbly. Nothing adds up. I wish she just said they had sex so I could have a final answer and not have all these questions. Well, see, first off, bro, you were a big L letting her go on this fucking trip in the first place. It's literally her and another dude. Of course he's gonna make a move. What do you mean? You trusted her judgment and character, bro. It's a fucking L. That is a huge L. Why would you let your girl go out on an Airbnb trip with her and a guy and that's it? There was nobody else there. Of course he's gonna try to fuck your girl, bro. Oh my God. That's so dumb. And then she's over here talking about, oh, nothing happened.
Stop the cap.
Come on, bro. Shit happened. You know it happened. She knows it happened. I guarantee you that massage turned to a kiss. She probably denied the kiss at first, but then was just like, okay. You know what I mean? Because I guarantee you, he leaned in. He was just like, and she backed up. But then he was just like, come on. It's okay. Let it happen. And then she just let it happen. One thing led to another. They're doing the horizontal cardio, and all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, we got to take this to our grave. And then, I guarantee you she felt bad about it, and that's why she was texting you that whole second day, because he said second day, kept in touch, nothing weird, because she felt bad. I guarantee you she smashed him, either that or he may have like fingered her or whatnot. And then she was like, no, I don't know. But I know something sexual happened to the point where she felt so bad, to the point where she was just like, oh my God, I feel bad. I'm gonna just say nothing happened. And then I'm gonna be overly sexual and, great with my guy, because she knows she fucked up. Let's keep it under OP here. It's like, bro. And then your dumbass letting her go out on a fucking Airbnb trip with her and one guy. Like, of course he's going to try to smash, man. Like, dude.
Bruh.
Oh, you're an L for that, man. I'd have been like, wait a minute, hold on. It's just going to be you and him? Fuck that, you're not going. And if you go, you're single. What are we talking about here? I'm not going to let my girl go out with one guy. Now, I would understand if it was like, like 3 girls and 4 guys or whatever, you know, like if it was a group of people, 100%, I'd have been like, okay, I can kind of see it, whatever. There's other girls there, there's other guys, it's fine. You know, as long as you don't get into some crazy shit, all right, whatever. But if it's just her and one guy and she's fighting to go on that trip, no, it's not like that. Oh, he's been my friend forever. It's like, nah, bro, you ain't going on that trip. And if you do go on that trip, you coming back single. Like, man, fuck that shit. Like, you were an L for that, bro. God damn. All right, next one. Friend's girlfriend was touching me a lot while drunk. So a week or so ago, I had my friend and his girlfriend over. We're all 22. Anyways, the night going on, it's getting pretty late. Her and I ended up on the same portion of the couch, and it was all fine. Her boyfriend started getting tired and laid down just out of sight, and her and I were just having fun and laughing at stuff on her phone. While we were sitting there, her leg started to graze against mine. Whatever, not a big deal. But then our legs were completely touching, and then she would keep touching me with her hands. I had her phone still, and we were looking at stuff, and she began to lean her body into mine and had her head almost resting on my shoulder. I was getting somewhat uncomfortable as it didn't seem completely platonic. I ended up standing up because it wasn't right, and I felt bad for my best friend. Now, I'm not sure if it was just us having a good time and being drunk, or if it was her being interested in me, and I'm not even sure what to do. I need to get this out because I'm trying to figure out if I should confront them or not, but I feel bad for what happened. Bro, keep that shit to yourself. There's no reason you need to stir the pot and do all this other shit. No, don't stir the pot. Don't do any of that. Leave it alone, bro. Leave it alone. Don't do it. Leave it alone because you stopped it. It's all good. If you were to say something, she would have just been like, seriously, dude, I was literally leaning over to look at the phone because you had my phone and we were watching silly videos. You know what I mean? Like, she's going to downplay the fuck out of it, even if it was sexual. Even if she was just like, ooh, man, oh, goddamn, he feels nice, you know? You know what I mean? Even if she was like that, she's still going to deny it now. And she's going to be like, no, I was just leaning over looking at the phone. Like, dude, why are you taking it so far? Like, I don't like you like that. Obviously, I'm with your friend, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? She's going to downplay the fuck out of it, bro. And if something would have happened, now, you know, if she maybe like, you know, tried to kiss you or whatever, she was rubbing on your dick or something, okay. Then I could be like, look, you know, get that girl. But she didn't do nothing like that. You know, she literally just leaned next to you. She was just kind of leaning over, looking at the phone, and that's how she's going to take it. So, no. Leave it alone, man. Leave it alone. Forget it like it didn't happen. It was whatever. Now, you know, if she tries to make another advance on you, whatever the case may be, I see how far it goes. See how far she lets it go. And then if she really about it, then you could tell your homeboy. But if she's not and she's just flirty and that's just how she is around guys, and that's just how she is around guys, you know, and don't take no mind to it. If I'm being honest with you. So yeah, man, y'all out here trying to ruin relationships and shit. God damn. All right, am I the asshole for telling my husband to stop touching me? Okay, damn, that's your husband. My husband and I have a 3-month-old, and I am no way interested in having sex. Even the idea of it makes me want to throw up, but like, I have had sex with my husband like 6 times since I gave birth. And I have started to hate him a little bit every time I give in because he just doesn't get it. He doesn't even ask me. He never has, but I've never had a problem with it before. So this is normal for us, and I shouldn't expect much more. He will just smack my ass and try bending me over, and it's always right after I've gotten the baby to sleep at like 2 to 3 a.m. when I'm literally exhausted or right after I've taken a shower. And since I only get maybe 1 interrupted shower a week, it literally infuriates me that he won't leave me alone after I've finally been able to shower and get clean. So like the last time we had sex, literally 3 nights ago, I told him he needs to back off until I initiate, because the more he pushes himself on me, the more I don't want to be near him. And I've been having really vivid dreams about me being pregnant every single time we have sex now, and it's sketching me out completely. So I told him that too. But either he's a moron or he just doesn't give a fuck about what is said, because I got the baby down for a nap at 11 today, and as I got up, as I start to get up from the bed, the baby naps on my bed. He immediately comes in and says, "So, you gonna bend that ass over for me or what?" and started smacking my ass. I said, "No, I have shit to do," and walked past him. Well, he grabbed me and tried pulling me in him and said that stuff can wait and tried to kiss my neck. So I told him to stop touching me. Well, he immediately looked wounded, apologized, and left the house. Sent another text after leaving saying, "I'm so sorry, I just miss you," but literally won't stop touching me. I have no interest in sex. Haven't been horny since giving birth. I've only given in because I feel like I can't say no because he pushes it. I literally lay there like a dead fish too, so I'm not even pretending to enjoy myself, and like I don't understand why I even have to repeat myself. Am I the asshole? My girlfriend says I am, because prior to this, my husband and I had an extremely healthy sex life. We basically couldn't keep our hands off each other, so she said I shouldn't expect him to keep his hands off me until further notice. But I really don't want him touching me. I agree with your friend. I agree with your girlfriend, because think about it like this, man. He loves you and wants to have sex with you, and he looks at it like, man, I'm horny. I want to go be with my girl. And for you to deny that to him, especially after you guys had a very healthy sex life, you guys were all over each other. You guys love each other so much. Like, for a guy, he understands that, hey, having sex with my girl is like the ultimate, I love you, you're my girl, I want to be with you, all of that good stuff. I get it. You had a baby and that's rough on you. And, it takes a lot of time out of the day. It's frustrating here and there, but, I would still give that man some semblance of sex. I would, you have to. And I only say you have to because it's like, that's your man. You keep doing all this pushing away shit. Eventually he's just going to be like, man, fuck this bitch, and he's going to cheat on you. He's going to find another girl. He's going to do something, he's going to do something else, whether it's buying a prostitute, an escort, or going out and meeting another girl. That type of shit happens. And then, you're going to sit there and wonder, oh, why is he doing this? Why did he do that? Why do I deserve that? And it's just like, because you were denying him sex after you guys used to have a very healthy sex life. And I'm sure he looks at it like, yeah, I wanted to have a baby with you because that adds to our family and adds to the love that we put into this. But I don't want sex to go away just because we have a kid. And then the fact that he still finds you attractive after having a kid. A lot of men don't really find their wives all that attractive after having a kid. Stretch marks and, loose skin and all that kind of stuff. It's a turnoff or whatever. And for him to be like, shit, I don't give a fuck about her stretch marks and loose skin and blah, blah, blah. Like, hey, that coochie is A1 to me and I want that shit, And then the fact that he's trying to make it like spontaneous and stuff like that, I would think you would like that, because I guarantee you before the baby, you loved that shit. You loved when he smacked your ass and bent you over the kitchen counter and was just laying it into you. You were like, God damn, this nigga's a man, but now all of a sudden, because you have a baby, you don't like it. I get it. You're tired and you have a lot to deal with the baby. I get that 100%. But I think you would have to just kind of find a way to maybe schedule sex in and, get it to a point where it's like you guys are both happy. It's like, you can, take time to do your thing while he is, being able to still smash. Because like I said, girl, he's going to find it in somebody else, if I'm being honest with you. And that's just not what you want, I do think you're the asshole, though. I agree with your friend. I do think you're the asshole because you're having all this sex with him, and then all of a sudden you're taking that away because you have a baby. That kind of sucks. All right. We're going to go ahead and get into our last scenario for today. Am I wrong for breaking up with a girl after we stopped having sex? This happened a while ago, but I could use some perspective. I was talking with this girl on a casual basis for 6 to 7 weeks, and we slept together every time we met up. She was great in bed, but also outside of that, we had a strong connection. She brought up the possibility of becoming something more and being official, and I was down for that. About a month, we became official. She just didn't want to have sex anymore. Whoa, okay. That's a little... Yeah, that's a little alarming. Like, when we weren't together, we're fucking, but then when we get together, she's just like, cool, I got the guy, I'm done. Like, what? About a month after we became official, she just didn't want to have sex anymore. We went from doing it once or even twice a day to once or twice a week, if that. She used to give me head all the time and then just rarely ever did it again. Anything sexual seemed like a chore to her, and there was no enthusiasm or good energy. I talked to her about it, and she said that she was having trouble finding the energy to be sexual, and she just came up with a million complaints. Man,
She belongs to the streets.
I would kick that bitch to the curb, bro. What the fuck? How in the hell, when like you and I are casually talking and whatnot, you is fucking and sucking your boy, and then all of a sudden you finally get what you want, which is that relationship, and then you're just like, nah, I just don't have the energy. Nah, I don't have the time. I don't want to do it. Nah, I've had a long day. Nah, it's this. Nah, it's that. Like, bro, what is going on here? I should have just stayed friends with benefits with your dumbass. I find it weird how all this happened when we became official. Before that, we had absolutely no problems. I got tired of initiating intimacy with her only to get rejected every single time. And so after a few weeks after the conversation, I told her that I was done with the relationship. She started going off on me and started how I only valued sex in the relationship and not all the other things she did. She said that she cared for me, prayed for me, and did a bunch of things for me. She did cook for me once in a while, ran a few errands weekly, and took good care of me when I got sick with something for a few days. I told her that I definitely valued those things, but I need sex. That's my love language. I need that intimacy. Without it, we might as well just be friends instead of being in a romantic relationship. She kept telling me how I was wrong for valuing sex so highly without factoring in everything else, but I told her that I can value sex as highly as I want. Exactly, bro. You tell that girl, hey man, nah, you was fucking and sucking me, and then all of a sudden I give you a relationship and you want to lag on me? Nah, that ain't the way this ship works, baby. Nah. You either keep this train a going or we derailing and I'm out of here, because I'm not about to sit there and give you a relationship and give you what you want, but you're not giving me what I want in the relationship. That makes no sense. That's kind of ridiculous. You're going to give me all this sex to lure me in, and then you're going to take it away once you got me? Like, come on, man. You really think I'm going to stay with that? You know, I'm going to tolerate that? Yeah, I get it. Some guys will probably sit there and tolerate that like fucking idiots. But I'm not going to sit there and tolerate that shit. Nah, bro. Come on, man. I would have left her dumb ass too. Yeah, it's like, think about it like this, man. Guys look at it like the main difference between me and a woman from like being friends and being in a relationship is sex. Think about it. If I know a girl and her and I are just friends, we're doing everything, hanging out, talking, having a good time, whatever the case may be, but we're not having sex. Now, if we're in a relationship, the only thing that makes it a relationship for a guy is that we're fucking. Because if I'm not fucking you, but I'm still hanging out and doing all this kind of stuff with you, we're practically friends. That's it. That is the only difference maker between being friends and being in a relationship. And that's why when he was just like, dude, we might as well just be friends because we ain't fucking, so we're not in a relationship. You know what I mean? I get it for women. They're just like, oh no, but there's all this other stuff. Yeah, that's fine. But you got to understand, for a guy, it goes sex and then all the other stuff. You know, that's just how guys work. And if you're not giving him sex, then he looks at you like, bro, you're just my friend. You're just a roommate at this point if they're living together. You know, it's just like, come on, man, I would have left too. And then you can't get mad at that because he values sex. It's like, dude, every guy is going to value that. What, you're going to go to the next guy, give him a bunch of sex, and then when he makes you guys official, then all of a sudden you're going to take away sex from him too? Like, what the fuck? Like, how does that make sense? I would think if you got into a relationship, the sex would be even better. Why? Because, you know, now you guys are more emotionally connected. You guys are more emotionally charged. You guys are, you know, really into this shit. You're like, oh, yeah. Oh, I like that. You know, I would think so, but maybe not. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments what you think about all the scenarios that we've covered today, as well as the thread, man. But that's going to be it for me today. Thank you guys for listening and watching. Again, patreon.com/Am I the Asshole podcast. Go ahead and get on there, $3 a month. Send in as many scenarios as you would like, as well as getting an exclusive episode every single Friday. And then on February 11th is going to be our 100th episode. We're going to do a 2-hour long extravaganza episode. We're going to have 2 threads as well as 2 episodes worth of scenarios. So I might have a guest. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, man, hopefully you guys are there for that. Go ahead and celebrate 100 episodes on the show, man. We've been doing big things, man. I appreciate you guys for all the support over on TikTok and Instagram. Go ahead and follow us over there for bite-sized clips of the show. You get all the best parts of the show on there, as well as, you know, some of the more highlightable scenarios over there. But yeah, man, you know, we're on the road to 10K over in at TikTok, so we're well on our way, man. Shit, we're I think at like 3K and counting, so we're moving and grooving, man, and it's all thanks to you guys, and I appreciate all that support. But yeah, man, that's gonna be it for me. I love you guys. Peace.